This was a 50-year-old old ox. Most people in the village wanted him to die soon, but the old farmer wished he could live a few more years. Every morning, the farmer yoked the ox to the cart and headed toward the fields. This man and ox pair had been together for the past 40 years. While the rest of the village had started farming with machines, the farmer still plowed his fields the old-fashioned way. Grandma was always afraid that one day both the farmer and the ox might collapse in the field. Even so, she stood by his side and helped plant the rice. While other farmers sprayed pesticides, the farmer and Grandma pulled weeds from the fields by hand. After that, the farmer would go cut grass for the ox. He refused to use pesticides so the ox could eat clean and pure grass. The ox still enjoyed fresh green grass, but he got tired quickly whenever he had to climb uphill. At those times, Grandma would angrily push the cart from behind. Because of the hard work, the farmer often fell down. He did not want to trouble his children who lived in the city, so he went to the doctor by himself in the ox cart. The doctor told him that he had high blood pressure and heart disease. If he kept working this hard, he could suffer a stroke or even die. On the way back, the farmer took Grandma to a photo studio for the first time. They had their very first picture taken together since their wedding. After resting for a few days, the farmer returned to the fields. Whenever he got tired, he would lie down on the ox cart. Harvest season finally arrived. The farmer kept bending down to gather peanuts. Both his legs and the ox's legs trembled with exhaustion. Grandma had started feeling annoyed with the ox. She believed that if the ox were gone, the farmer would finally stop working in the fields. At last, Grandma called the children and said that the ox should be sold. All the children agreed that it was time to sell it. Grandma was happy, but the farmer sat there quietly and sadly. After much persuasion, he finally said, "All right, we'll sell him after the harvest." When harvest time came, the children brought in a machine. The farmer angrily said, "The machine will ruin the rice and waste money." But the harvest was done with the machine anyway. The rice was dried, packed, and sent to the children. That night, the farmer was feeding the ox a special meal when he suddenly collapsed and lost consciousness. The ox refused to eat. Tears rolled from his eyes as if he could sense that his owner was about to leave him. The farmer also knew that this might be the ox's last good meal because he had promised the children that he would sell him. The next day, the farmer took the ox to the livestock market. Once there, he set the price at $8,000. People burst into laughter. One person offered $3,800, but the farmer refused. The truth was that he never wanted to sell the ox. He had deliberately set such a high price so the children would believe that he had tried to sell it, but no buyer was willing to pay that much. The farmer happily brought the ox back home and lovingly fed him. He stayed beside him so that no other cow could eat his feed. One night, the ox could not get up at all. The doctor said he had become far too old and would not live much longer. The farmer removed his rope, nose ring, and yoke, then quietly sat beside him. Finally, the moment arrived. The ox slowly closed his eyes. The farmer wanted to cry, but no tears came out. Grandma remained silent too. The farmer buried the ox in his own field. Even after the ox was gone, he never moved to the city to live with his children. Sometimes he would carry the ox's old yoke to the field, sit there alone, and stare at the sky. He never plowed that field again.